What's going on, people? How are we all doing this week? I'm ill yet again. I look ill, my head hurts, my nose is just running all night long. But anyways, this flu has been knocking people down. I think this is like the third time I've been ill in the space of like 2 months, which is not good. But work must continue and things must be done. So last week I had quite a good reception to a business update, like 5-year, my journey from starting my business, how I got to the point of starting my business all the way through. Quite a few people have said they'd like to see that kind of video and they'd be interested in it. So if you have any questions specifically that you'd like answering, I will try and answer them. Drop them in the comments so I can have a look. But let's jump onto these jobs and let's see what happened with last week's 28i Junior. Little Easter egg in there for you. So this job I'm on is come through from ATAG. It should be a main heat exchanger. So I've just turned up to diagnose and I will show you what I found. I had a little first glance inspection. It's actually been cut off the pipes. So I need to reconnect that. The condenser split there. But I need to reconnect that. Someone said it's the heat exchanger. But having looked, there's rusting down here and all of that, which yeah, could indicate heat exchanger, but actually, is that being caused by that? And I've disconnected some of this already. Take this out, and that drips perfectly down there and lines up with that, and there's no signs of anything. I don't think it's heat exchanger. And that's obviously the hot and cold, or cold and hot, that have been capped. So I'm going to reconnect them and then take it from there. But I don't think it's hex. So that wasn't fun. I reconnected that. It's isolated under the boiler. Turn the mains back on and it's just pouring out of there. It's gone all through their ceiling again. That screw I was trying to tighten up and was loose. It looked like it was coming from there. That one's tight, that's loose. So I'm going to take this out. I guess the thread is split on the plate. So I've got the plate out and can straight away see the difference there? The lugs. That's come away. And it's here. That is the first time I've had that in 20 years. Jump in the comments, let me know if you've had that. But yeah, heat exchanger's fine. Or the main heat exchanger. I don't know how someone couldn't see that, but. So I am back at the Worcester 28 CDI and hot water's running. And look. So it was the PCB. And now we are all up and running again. Thank God. So yeah, PCB. Before fitting the PCB, I did try linking out the low water pressure sensor, which a few people suggested and was a good shout. But no, it wasn't that. So it was the PCB. And fan was getting power. So glad that one's off the radar now. They've been invoiced, they can pay. And on to the next one. So I'm attending this job with no heating. I've turned the thermostat up. No, nothing. So I reckon it's not getting power from here. Let's take all this off. I will need 2 hands for that. So I've got this all disconnected. I've tested it with the programmer on and this off. And when I've got programmer set to continuous, in theory, so this wire goes down to the live there. In theory, I should be getting power there. I'm getting 0 volts. I've just put a link in between there. That live and switch live on for the heating. And then I get 240. So, and then it all fires up. So I'm going to swap this programmer out. Thought I'd show you exactly what I'm talking about. So that's got the link in there. All comes on. So must be a dodgy programmer. Swap it out. Has anyone noticed what I've just clocked before I fit the new timer? It's a single channel programmer. Let's give this a go. Now let's try the programmer. I suspect this will work. Because why wouldn't it? Make sure that's on. Well, that's safe fitting a programmer. Easy as that. I wonder if someone's been here and fitted this recently. You never get the full story. But job done. So that was a case of just not looking properly and taking things for granted. So there's a lesson there. But yeah, all up and running, easier than expected. And yeah, it's been an all right week. It's still really busy. I hope you're all busy too. God, it's really sunny. It's actually quite warm. I tidied my van at the weekend, which made such a difference. Let me show you. Hold on. Let's see in here. Floor space. A couple of things have moved about because I've been driving. But look, floor space. This needs to be hooked onto the back there. But yeah. So I'm actually really excited about that. I sorted out all my shelves and everything. Look, they're empty pretty much. But everything's got a place. Everything, I know where it all should be and it all should go. So I'm actually really happy about that. Yeah, nothing else to report. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, share, hype. And yeah, do the hyping. If anyone knows what the hyping does, please let me know. But yeah, please do it and see you next week. And before I go, like I said, don't forget to jump in the comments and let me know if you've got any questions for this business video, like the business journey.